Okay, our next FameLab competitor is Jack Rowbotham.
Hello, I'm a chemist, and as a chemist, I have a favourite molecule, and that molecule is sulfur hexafluoride, SF6. Sulfur, 6 fluorine atoms around the outside. As a physical chemist, I like to demonstrate sulfur hexafluoride using my body. So, if we take the central sulfur atom to be my torso, and then each of my limbs to be a fluorine. 1 fluorine, 2 fluorine, 3 fluorine, 4 fluorine, 5 fluorine, to the 6th fluorine, a more extendable part of my anatomy. This particular fluorine comes in handy later on. And so, sulfur hexafluorine, the sulfur is surrounded by these fluorine atoms, which means that actually it's not very chemically reactive. So you may think, as a chemist, why would I be interested in it? Well, it's not its chemical properties that I like so much as its physical properties. One of those physical properties is that it's very heavy. Well, you might think that being very heavy isn't a very good physical property. Eric Pickles is very heavy, but he's not very interesting. Sulfur hexafluoride is very heavy and is interesting. Because it's so heavy, it's denser than air. So you may have seen at a party some twit taking a balloon of helium, inhaling it, and their voice going very high, like Jupiter swirling. If you were to take in sulfur hexafluoride, your voice would go very low, like Barry White. However, as sulfur hexafluoride is so heavy, it will sit in your lungs. So if you have too much of it, you end up doing a very convincing Barry White impression in that you'll be dead. Another property which has a more practical use than just a party trick is the fact that sulfur hexafluoride has so many arms that they're vibrating and wobbling around all the time, specifically this 6th one here, which means they can absorb a lot of energy, especially energy in the infrared region of the spectrum. That means that it's a very potent greenhouse gas. You've probably heard this phrase. It's actually 23,000 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So you may think that we should fear it. But no, 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 no. Chemists, we are clever folk. We found out how to invite nature round for a cup of tea. Quite literally, because most of your houses have sulfur hexafluoride in the windows to keep the house warm. We use those heat-absorbing properties to warm the house. So, if you've taken nothing from this spiel, I've prepared a small ditty for you to remember this wonderful molecule. Supercalifragilistic sulfur hexafluoride. Put it in your window panes to keep the heat on your side. Not to be confused at all with carbon tetrachloride, supercalifragilistic sulfur hexafluoride.